Hi everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found me and I hope you decide to stick around. And if you are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate your continued support. So I am here today with my weekly WIP chat. If you are new and don't know what a WIP chat is, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and I am working on a diamond painting. I am working on this diamond painting, to be exact. This is a kit from Bella Art Diamonds. It is called Trick or Treat, and it is copyrighted and licensed from Elizabeth Alba. Isn't that absolutely adorable? We've got a fox, a badger, and a bunny all dressed up going trick-or-treating. I absolutely love this artwork. I think it is so beautiful and so gorgeous. Just to orient you, I am going to be working, we're going to turn the picture this way because I am working on this part. So I think that we're going to be getting part of the fox's mask today. I'm not sure until we open it up. It might be over a little further, but we are going to be working in this area today. I've completed the bottom 2 rows. So I've completed up to the top of the ghost's eyes. So I've completed up to here, going straight across. I'm working up the side now. Unfortunately, I do not believe that this artwork is available anymore. Bella Art Diamonds is undergoing a supplier change. So they have signed with a new supplier and all of their images are hand rendered. And even though they paid for them, the old supplier is not turning over the files. At least that was the last I heard. And it would be way too costly for them to have all of the images re-rendered at the new supplier. So for now, none of these are going to be, none of the original Bella Art Diamonds kits are going to be available at the new supplier, as far as I know. Please don't quote me on that. Things change from day to day, moment to moment. So that could all be false information now. So, but keep an eye out because maybe it will come back around, or you might be able to find some in a D-stash somewhere. So I'm very excited. This was a WIP that I started last year during the Bella Art Spooky DP along. I had completed Happy Halloween, which was my first kit that I did from them last year. And I can give you, let me see if I can, if it's nearby. Yep, here it is. Let me grab my 2024 logbook. And I can show you, this was the first kit I did last year for Bella Art Spooky DP along. It's so absolutely adorable. And it was from Happy You. And I did that one last year. And then I started, because it is a 2-month event, I started a second canvas, which was this one. And then I ran out of time, didn't get it finished, so I put it up. I had completed the whole first row and one section of the second row. So far now into 2 weeks into this one, I've completed the whole second row and now I'm working up the column and I have 2 sections to go before I have finished that column. So my goal is to get those done so I can post my progress tomorrow. So there will be a link below for the Bella Art Spooky DP Along Facebook group. As far as I know, it's not too late to enter. It does not have to be a Bella Art Diamonds fall or Halloween kit. It can be a fall or Halloween kit from any other company, as long as it's licensed artwork. So I will put that link down below. I do not have, well, I sort of have a discount code. If you have never purchased from Bella Art Diamonds before and would like to check out their trays, their storage systems, they do have some diamond paintings that are left that were in stock. So there are some that you can, that they actually have on hand here in the States that you can go ahead and grab. So their link is down below in my discount code section. There is a discount link for any first-time purchasers from Bella Art Diamonds. If you have bought from them before, it will not work. But if so, if you have never bought from them and want to try them out, please use my link and it gives you 10% off your purchase. So that information will be down below in the description box underneath my discount codes. All right, so let's put that away and let's get started. It's been a while since I've done a WIP chat. And so we've got lots to catch up on. Sorry, I bumped my table, which therefore bumped the tripod. What am I using today? Well, The project bag that I'm keeping all my goodies in is this beautiful bag that I had made from Wolfgazer Studios. It's not really fall, but it was fall colors, so I went with that. And then I have a matching tray. The image is kind of muted with the resin, but this is a trinket tray from WendyK Designs. I do have a discount code with her. I have one with Wolfgazer as well. Wolfgazer's is Dragonfly 15. You save 15% off on your purchases from Wolfgazer. WendyK, it's 10%, and it's Dragonfly 10. Those are just a pair of tweezers I had laying around. This is a pen from Norse Alchemist that I had made from a blank last year sometime. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and really goes with the fall vibe. And then I always am using my single placer and a 6-placer from Diamond Art Club. Sorry, the putty is like all over the place. There we go. In my single placer, I'm using Randa's Crafty Corner Hard and Sticky wax, and this is in the Harvest Spice scent. Oh, that smells so good. As you can see, it's barely used. So we will be using that today. In my multi-placer, I'm using Black Dahlia Diamond Art from their fall collection from this year, the Heirloom Pumpkin. The fall collection scents are available until November 30th. This one smells so good, guys. I absolutely love it. And I have out, in case I need it, my little handy dandy scoop from Bella Art Diamonds, or Bella Art de Nicole. I can use this to scoop out a couple of drills if I need from my Elizabeth Ward, as opposed to dumping them if I forget. I have my matching trash pot from WendyK that came with my tray. So we're going to open that. And then my cute little cover minders here. This one is, I think this is from Carissa's Craft Corner, but I'm not 100% positive. And this one is either from Randa's Crafty Corner or Galloway's Gallery. I can't remember which. I do have a discount code for Galloway's Gallery. And guys, they are doing 30% off all of their cover minders on their Etsy shop and on their Shopify website. So go check that out. And then my tray is this haunted house tray from Bella Art de Nicole for this year. And it glows in the dark. And the tray glows, and so does the moon and the ghost and the clouds and the windows in the house. It looks so cool when it is all lit up. And my release papers are, of course, from Bee's Crafty Corner. This is the Autumn Leaves, I think, or Fall Leaves collection, something along those lines. All right, so we are going to open this up. And yep, we're going to be working on part of the Mask of the Fox. Now, you will see that there are a couple of drills here that are missing. I ran out of a color. So that was a bit of a bummer. I contacted Bella Art Diamonds, and I know that they will send me some more. I'm just hoping they come in before I finish. So, and hopefully I will not run out of any more. So how is everybody? I hope everyone is doing well. I've missed doing our weekly WIP chats, but life has just been very chaotic. Not necessarily bad, just busy. Busy. And I tell you guys, you know, this channel is a hobby. It's not, you know, I mean, yes, it's the only way I make money. I am completely disabled, so I do not work. And it is the only way for me to get my spending money. However, my channel is not monetized. I am considering monetizing my channel. I did find out that I can have a certain amount of income every month on my disability. And so I'm considering monetizing my channel because I could really use the extra dollars. I've had to be very cautious on how much money I've been spending, which is really hard because I am an emotional shopper. So I like getting the packages in the mail. I like the dopamine rush of spending the money, which, you know, is not necessarily a good thing. My therapist and I have been working on ways to curb my shopping and be a little more fiscally responsible, I guess is the correct word I should use here. So I am looking to see, though, because regardless of whether I buy anything or not, guys, times are tough. It was funny. I went and got, when we left my pain management appointment yesterday, we went by the grocery store. I was going to get a salad from the salad bar. And I mean, I go ahead and get a big salad, and then it usually makes at least 2, if not 3 meals for me. So it's not like it's a one and done kind of thing. However, it was almost $19. And I told my husband, and he's like, what the ever live in hell? How much is it per pound now? It is now $9.99 a pound at the salad bar. The last time I remember looking at what the cost was at the salad bar at the grocery store, it was $6.99 a pound. So holy cow, guys, holy cow. I mean, still, if you go and you break it down, and let's say I should probably get at least 3 meals out of it. So 19 divided by 3, you're at like $6.33 a meal. I guess that's not terrible, but it used to be that you would make homemade food, and stuff from your kitchen, or, get the salad bar or whatever. And it would be a couple of dollars, per serving, not 6, almost 6.5. That's a lot. And just think, I was excited because the price of eggs came back down. I don't know if you guys were following my channel when eggs were like sky high, but I was like having a coronary. I'm like, I could have bought 12 chickens for the price of, an 18 count of eggs. This is insane. So excited that came down. But then, to see how high now it is just to get a salad from the salad bar was like, holy Kalamazoo. Oh, that was a little eye-opening yesterday. Gas prices are high. I mean, everything is high. So, I'm really feeling you guys. I'm really, really feeling you here. But I digress. Let's go back to talking about some fun stuff. So what has been happening in the life of Heather? Well, I have been graced with visits from 2 out of 3 of my kids this month so far. Well, I should say in the last 30 days. So let's go back to the middle of August. Or was it more like the beginning of August? I don't know. Emily came to visit while she was jobless. And she came and stayed for about a week. We had a great time. She left, and then my best friend Allison came and visited from Colorado. She is also a member of my Diamond Tribe, and we met online and just hit it off, and she came out and was here for a week. So that was about the middle of August. The weekend after Allison left, number one son came over and was here for a Saturday. We decorated the house for fall. He helped bring down, I really hate these tweezers, as you can see, but I couldn't find any more this morning to put in, so I just grabbed them. I do not like the angled tweezers. Anyway, back to William. So William came over. We watched the Virginia Tech game. No, I'm sorry. It was a Commanders preseason game. So we watched the Commanders preseason game. We decorated the house for fall, which pretty much just meant we decorated the living room. We really I didn't do the whole house. We did the living room, and we did the front porch so that it's all decorated for the neighborhood. So we did that. We played some Uno. What is it called? Uno Envy? No. Uno. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what the name of, it's a different roles. But anyway, we played a new Uno card game that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby, and that was a lot of fun. We get very competitive in my house with my kids and my husband and me. So that was pretty intense, and that was a lot of fun. So we did that. And we got pizza, and we just had a really great time. I hadn't seen William since we had gone to see Jurassic Park Rebirth the beginning of July. So it had been over a month since I had seen my son, which is pretty sad considering he only lives 40 minutes away. But, you know, he's busy. He works 2 jobs. He is 26 years old. He's got a social life, got friends, you know. But it was nice to spend some time together, catch up, regroup, etc. I'm hoping I can get him to come over in a week or two so that we can decorate for Halloween and get all the Halloween decorations set up and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. And then him and I can maybe watch some Halloween movies, hang out, you know, just spend some quality time together. So I'll bribe him with pizza. It'll be fine. So that happened. And then Emily came back home on Labor Day weekend. So she got off half a day early on that Friday before Labor Day, and she drove home. Oh, that's right. I'm not doing that line. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to reposition this next release paper. I like to make sure that I don't have odd drills out and about. There we go. That way I have a nice crisp edge. So Emily came home. Kirk treated us. My husband treated us to mani-pedis. So we went and got mani-pedis together. We did some shopping. We hung out. I diamond painted. She didn't actually diamond paint while she was here. She did kit up her Wickedly Witchy kit, but she didn't actually lay drills down on it while she was here. We watched a bunch of documentaries. We watched Hocus Pocus, the first one and the second one, getting into the fall spooky vibe. And we just had some quality time together. It was really nice. It was really low-key. We just kind of hung out. It was like when she used to live here, and we would do stuff together. So that was really nice and really special. I don't think I'm going to, at this point in time, I will not be seeing her to spend any quality time until Thanksgiving. She is coming home for a weekend in October, but she will actually be spending that at her dad's. He has a big Halloween party every year, and Emily comes home. She usually brings her roommate with her. I don't know if she's going to bring both of her roommates with her this year or not, but she comes and then she just swings by for an hour or two on her way out of town. So it's the weekend that she, really spends with her dad. Halloween's always been their thing. They've been doing this for years, since she was little. So, it's sad. I hate the fact that she's home and I don't really get to see her, but, I got 90% of the time when she was here the last 2 times. When she came home in between jobs, she did spend 2 days with her dad, but I got the other 4. And then this past time, she left here, went there for about 2 hours. She did the drive-by there. So I get the drive-by this time. And that's okay. I'm glad that my kids have a relationship with their father. It's not the healthiest relationship with their dad, but, it is what it is. Have not seen Sammy since 4th of July. So, I've talked to her on the phone. We need to go down and see her. I don't want Thanksgiving to be the next time that I go see my kid. So I don't want that to be the case. So I need to make arrangements to go down at least and see her and maybe go to dinner or something one Saturday. So, or Friday night or something. So that's in the plans to do. I'm going to Colorado Yes, you heard me correctly. I am going to be gone for a week, Sunday to Sunday, to Colorado in October, so just a few weeks from now, to go and see Allison and visit her there. The really cool part is that there are quite a few tribe members that are about 4 hours away from Denver, and we are all planning on meeting up the weekend that I'm flying out. So I might be able to get to see 3 or 4 of my tribe members and my friends that I have made through my Patreon. So I am super excited about that. I cannot wait to go. I just know it's going to be a really good time, and I'm really excited. I miss Allison very much, and we just kind of get each other, and we like to hang out and do the same thing. So that's going to be really exciting. I'm a little apprehensive. I haven't flown by myself on a plane since I was 18 years old. I've always flown with someone, either a friend or my husband, at the time, family member, somebody. So I'm a little apprehensive about flying by myself, especially with my physical limitations. So I did get wheelchair assistance at the airport because that is just way too far for me to walk with my spine. I can't stand in lines for extended periods of time, that kind of thing. And I'm going to need help, especially since now I'm flying Southwest, and Southwest used to have, 2 free checked bags. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. So I don't have the extra fundage to pay to check a bag. And then I would have to stand around and waiting at baggage claims. So I'm trying to fit everything into a carry-on to be able to take with me. So it's going to be a lot to handle getting that put up on the plane, and everything else. So I guess we shall see what we shall see. So I'm hoping it's not going to be a horrible experience. The flying part. I know the going to see Allison part is not going to be horrible. So, but yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm kind of happy about the independence. I don't feel like I'm very independent anymore outside of diamond painting. I don't have a car anymore. I don't really drive. It's probably been about a month and a half since I've driven the car. So I get kind of chauffeured around by my husband, or my kids if they're here. So it's, I can't really clean the house by myself. There's very limited things I can cook by myself, etc. So anything that involves standing, or sitting for an extended period of time, I have great difficulty with. You might say, oh, but Heather, you sit in diamond paint. Yeah, but I don't stay sitting here the whole time. I get up, I go to the bathroom, I go get a drink. I have to let the dogs out. I just have to move something in the art room, whatever, because I can't just sit here for hours on end either. It gets to be too much. So, that is what it is. Is this going in and out of focus? I think it is, isn't it? Let me see. I don't see any way I can change it right now. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to pause that. Let me see. Is it going in and out? Oh, not really. Okay. If it was, and I'm just not seeing it, please let me know in the comments below. I will try to see how I adjust that it doesn't keep going in and out of focus while I'm diamond painting. So, so that's coming up. That's exciting. I'm supposed to be having a bunch of imaging done for my spine for the new neurosurgeon on the 25th. On the 24th of September. I have to call them today because I got a letter from my insurance company telling me that it was not approved. So the imaging request. So I need to call them and see if they've resubmitted or if they've heard back whether or not it, it has been approved. The insurance company said they needed more documentation as to why I was having this. I'm kind of surprised because I haven't had one in 3 years and I didn't have any problem getting them approved the last time. So I don't know if it's because maybe the new doctor didn't send over the appropriate information to start with. And my first doctor did. I don't know. So I'm waiting to, I got to give them a call and see if that's still a go or if I have to reschedule. I'm really hoping I don't have to reschedule. I made this appointment 4 months ago. It was in June when this was scheduled. And that was the earliest that they had to get me in. According to the doctors, there is a shortage of radiologists now. I guess no one's going into radiology. And so, there's a shortage of people to actually read the scans and whatnot. So that's apparently a thing now. So it makes it harder for them to book people to get stuff. I mean, you would think, well, the radiologist doesn't actually do the scan. They just read it. Couldn't you do the scans? I guess they just don't want them to get backed up and have 3 months worth of scans to do. And then someone slipped through the cracks, in terms of, oh my God, they had this going on, but we didn't read it until 3 weeks after the scan, kind of deal. So, I guess that's why that would kind of suck, if you were one of those people. So, but yeah, so that's supposed to be happening. I was supposed to have an ultrasound on Friday to check for venous insufficiency in my leg. And guess who forgot and missed her appointment? Yeah, that would be me. Hubby has been on a staycation. He took off a random week. He just needed a break. So he's been on vacation since last Wednesday. He goes back this Thursday. So the day that this goes up will be his last day of vacation. It's been okay. I mean, we haven't killed each other. We're still here, so I guess that's something. To be honest, we really haven't spent a ton of time more together than we would have if he had been working. We've spent more time together in the evening, I guess, doing stuff, whereas normally it's just the weekends. Like last night we sat up and we watched some TV. We've been watching The Terminalist Dark Wolf. We're all caught up to, there's 2 episodes left to come out. One comes out this Wednesday. The next one comes out the Wednesday after, and then that season is done. But we never finished watching the original series. Dark Wolf is the prequel to The Terminalist. So we've been watching, we started watching The Terminalist yesterday. So we watched the first, I think, 4 episodes of that. It might have been 5. I can't remember. No, I think we're on 5. So, I don't know if we're going to finish that today or not, or, at least watch some more of it. So that's been really fun and really good. We went to the movies. I'm filming this on Tuesday. We went to the movies on Monday afternoon. I was actually surprised at how many people were actually in the theater on a Monday at 1:30. There's probably 10 of us. And I guess I just didn't expect that. We went and saw the Stephen King movie, The Long Walk. That was really good. Full disclaimer, it is a very intense movie. Very graphic and very intense. So I'm just going to throw that out there. So please, if you get triggered by actually seeing close up death, don't watch it. It is very, very intense. So if you've got any type of triggering, you know, from just, it's very intense. I don't want to give a whole lot away, but there is some very graphic death scenes. So there's some other like just gross things that aren't related to death. So that, you know, there's that too, but it is a very intense movie. Kirk and I were both just a little kind of, it was like you walked out and you went, holy shit, you know, just holy shit. It was pretty intense. Very good though. Very good. Very well done. I mean, it was really good. So it was just very, very intense. All right. I think I got all of the 310. There's a lot of outlining in some of this, not the whole thing, but there is quite a bit of outlining. So I always do that first when I start a new section. I kind of like the whole filling in thing. So we're going to switch to this green. 500. That is the color. So, but other than that, I don't think, I'm trying to think if anything else in our home life has happened. Atlas has been in rare form. They've been digging their way out of the yard. I'm starting to get a complex and be like, excuse me, do you not like living here anymore? Do I not give you enough snacks per day? I mean, they always seem very excited and happy to come back. It's like, what was so interesting that you needed to go? Was it just you need freedom? You know, I don't know. They both have birthdays coming up. Atlas will be 7 on November 1st. And Rhea will be 6 on Christmas Day. So, they are now, well, Atlas has been older than both. They're both now older than Titan ever made it. And Atlas is older than Athena got to. So that's been kind of, you know, I don't know, hard. He's been in rare form. He's been very barky, very just not listening, getting into stuff. It's like, you are not a puppy, dude. You know, chill out. Rhea had a really bad ear infection. I had to take her to the urgent care doctor. She had 2 bacteria in her ear plus an ear infection or a yeast infection in the same ear. I don't think her ears are healed. That one ear is still very red, and I am still getting nasty, thick, blackish brown crap is coming out of her ear. So I got a call today and see if I can get her another appointment with the vet to go and get them checked to see if she's still sporting an ear infection and it just hasn't cleared up yet. Maybe she needs a stronger antibiotic because she finished her antibiotic, she finished her steroid, and it's just not healed. I mean, at least it doesn't look like it from my perspective. So I got to get that looked at and taken care of. She's not picking at it, which is surprising. So she's not shaking her head. She's not scratching her ears. She's not dragging it across the floor like she was doing, which I'm very grateful for. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the inside of her ear just has gotten permanently pigment change, because it's like her left ear is nice and bright, healthy pink skin looking on her ear flap. This one is like reddish purple. And it's been like that since she got, she was diagnosed with the ear infection. And it has not come back to the right color again. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So I got to take a look at that and see what I can see. So yeah, I gotta call. Other than that, the dogs are doing okay. Atlas is all right, just a pain in my ass. I've been thinking about having either maybe weekly, but quite possibly just bi-weekly, a video go up called The World According to Woo. When we got Atlas, I had intended on doing like an Instagram page for him, and it just became too much to try and film him every day because he was a handful, and we had a total of 5 dogs in the house at that point in time. So it got kind of put off to the side. It's been this ongoing joke, though, in the family, and now it's carried over into the Diamond Tribe, that Atlas has a different outlook and perspective on the world, and that it's the world according to Woo, how he sees it. Woo is Atlas's nickname. We started calling him that because he makes this chirpy sound where it's like he's going woo, 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 woo. So we started calling him Woo. And I've noticed that a lot of Atlas's behavior is directly related to my diamond painting. So I was thinking about doing a weekly or bi-weekly or even just monthly, The World According to Woo regarding diamond painting and how his week has been, and what, if he could actually have a conversation with you, what he would say. So let me know in the comments below whether or not you think that would be entertaining or fun, or feel free to go, what the hell are you thinking? This is not a dog channel. I don't really give a crap what your bulldog thinks. Try and be a little nicer about it. But if you're like, yeah, that's not something I would be interested in, please let me know. And it's totally fair. It's totally okay. I'm just asking for you to be nice about it. Don't be like an asshole about it. But whether or not there would be any interest in something like that. And it's totally okay if there's not. I've been kind of back and forth on it. So let me think and let's see. What has been going on in my diamond painting life? Well, I'm making really good progress on my kits this month. I'm really actually very excited at how well things are going. I hit my first snafu with this kit with running out of a color. Unfortunately, I did not have any of this color in squares in my spare. I had rounds, but that's not going to help me. Part of the issue too, and one of the things that I haven't done yet, is I was actually really happy when Bella announced that they are switching suppliers. Part of that reason has nothing to do with the quality of the kits. The kits have always been top-notch, top quality. No complaints there. The complaint I had was that for some reason, I can't say that. A lot of the DMCs that I have come across are extremely different in shade than any other company. For example, I save drills from Diamond Art Club, Diamond Art Studio UK, Ever After, and Bella. Okay? So those are the companies that I save spare drills for. I save them all separately. They are not mixed together. They are not combined. Part of the reason for that, diamond art clubs are the most heavily faceted. So their drills look a little different on a canvas. So I didn't want to mix different faceted drills on a canvas from one company to another. I keep Diamond Art Studio UK drills because they're very good. I keep Ever After drills because they are excellent. I kept Bella drills and kept them separate because of die lot inconsistency. And I mean that from company to company. I had the correct DMC that I'm missing in Ever After. I had it in Diamond Art Studio UK, and I had it in Diamond Art Club. Diamond Art Clubs, Diamond Art Studio UK, and Ever After, all three of them were the same shade, same exact color. The Bella Art Diamonds are I would say at least 3 or 4 shades lighter. So I was kind of like, what the hell? I mean, not even remotely the same shade. It's not like when you go and you look at one and you're like, is that the same shade or is that not, because it's like so close that it's not easy to tell, but maybe it is and it's just the lighting. Oh yeah, no, that's not the case at all here. They are significantly different shades. So I'm really hoping that that's not going to be a thing, with the new company, with the new supplier. But it makes it very difficult for me to just replace, or use my spares in the cases of where I run out of a color. So that's been a little frustrating. And this has happened multiple times. So it's not just this one color that's different. It's happened multiple times throughout the 2 years that I've been buying Bella Art Diamonds kits. So, that's been a little frustrating, I guess is the word to say. So I have to wait to receive the spares or the replacement drills from Bella. And I don't know how long that's going to be. I did think about potentially just kitting up a new kit and starting a new kit for the Bella Art Spooky DP along. We're only in week 2. And I haven't decided whether that's going to be the route I'm going to go. I don't like there being sections. I mean, I can just skip those sections. I don't like having that glue exposed. Because there's so much dog hair in my house. And I don't want to have random drills missing and that they can attract, hair and dirt and dust and everything, and or the glue to dry out with it being exposed, because I don't know how long it's going to take to get the new drills. So that's been a little bit of a bummer. So I haven't decided, but for now for this week anyway, I'm just gonna finish this section. I'll have those areas that are still exposed, and I will just have to, I think what I'm just going to do is I'll use my cover minders to put release papers over the sections or the areas where the glue is still exposed because I'm missing drills for now to hold it down. And we'll see how it goes and see when I hear back. I mean, if they tell me, oh, well, we'll have them to you within the next week to 10 days. Okay, no problem. But, if it's like, oh, well, they're coming from China and you're not going to get them for 2 months, that's a problem. So, you know, I don't know what I want to do. I need to look and see. I mean, at the moment, it's not a ton of drills I'm missing. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, that's 26, 28, 29, 30, 36. At the moment, I'll have 36 in need of 36 drills at the moment. So that's not terrible. You know, it's not like that's earth-shattering. But I don't know if there's any like larger sections on the rest of the canvas. I haven't pulled off any other sections to take a look and see, is it just going to be these 36 drills? All right, well, that's not what I really wanted to do, but oh well. There's a piece of, let me get it because that's going to bug me. There is, where did it go? There it is. There's like a piece of trash drill. There we go. It fell and then it shoved underneath my release paper. I'm like, that's not what I wanted to happen. So I finished my first Wickedly Witchy kit. So Witch's Wishes. So I will have a post review of that coming up. I have so many post reviews I have to film, guys. It's kind of crazy, the number of post reviews that I need to do that I've been putting off. They're not my favorite thing to film. I don't like being super critical of companies. And I feel like, what's the point of me just constantly saying, oh, it was fantastic, it was great, there was nothing wrong with it. Okay. But I know a lot of people like to see them finished, and I'm not really I don't really do my monthly reviews every month. It's just too much for me physically and stuff to do that. It's a lot of manual labor for me to pull out all the kits and show them and, you know, do all the things. So it doesn't happen very often or consecutively. But I do plan on doing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one video of all of my Wickedly Witchy finishes at the end to show everything that I did for the event. So I think that's how I'm going to work it instead of doing individual. Let me know down below. What would you rather have? Would you rather have individual content throughout the month of my finishes? Or would you rather there just be one video where I show everything? You know, so let me know that down below. So let me know about The World According to Woo. And let me know about whether you would prefer individual reviews, post reviews, or just, you know, one review of everything that I did for that, you know, for that month or that event or, you know, whatever. Sorry, I'm looking for a symbol. Where is it? Don't you love it when your eyes just start playing tricks on you and for some reason you can't see? There it is. You can't see the symbol. I don't put my kit, I don't kit up by symbol. I don't kit up by color. I just kit up and just put stuff in. I do it by weight typically or size of container. Because I normally kit up into trays. Even when I kit up into Elizabeth Ward, I'm still doing it by number of drills because that determines what size container I use. No different from when I kit up into trays. That decides typically what size tray I'm going to use. Few exceptions of that is when I kit up into Creation Morin trays, or if I kit up into Diamond Art Club. But even then, Diamond Art Club, I have a collection of the larger trays and the smaller trays. I just need to get more towers for the small trays. Well, I need more towers for the large trays too. So I'm going to have to go on a tower buying spree here soon. Because I need a bunch of towers. I just got trays just sitting all over the place. All right, where is that one? There it is. So, my Ann Stokes, I still have a row to do for that. I've got 2 rows done on that for Stoked for September. So that one is coming along. I have the 2 rows. I'll have 2 rows in a column, I guess, done on this one for this week. I finished my first Wickedly Witchy. I've got 3 rows done on my Finera, so I only have 1 row left on my Finera for the Finera event. And then that will be done. I have 3 sections left, and they were all pulled this week, so I will be finishing my mystery kit this week. And so look for a new kit up of my new mystery kit that I will be doing. So I have that to do. So I will also have that finish of my mystery kit. That will be a separate review by itself because it is a mystery kit and I need to put spoiler warnings and stuff on that one. I have been working on 2 other of my WIPs along with my event stuff for this month. I got another row of Ghostly Goodnight done, which I was very happy about. And I am down to 3 sections left of Jasmine, and then Jasmine will be done. I've been throwing Jasmine in here and there just to have a round to do a section or 2 because it's all color blocking. It goes super fast. Just to kind of break up the monotony and just take a break from my kits. Down to 15 sections left of Notre Dame. So I have not done the 7 for this week, but I'll have 7 for this week, and then I will have the last 8 for next week. So I have those to do this week yet too, but I still have plenty of time to get everything done so that I can have my progress for the week. So yeah, so things have been going really, really well. I've already started thinking about what kits I'm going to be adding for next month. I am going to be there's 2 new events I will be joining in October. The first one is Home is Where the Heart Is. That is being hosted by Kimberly Dubé, Mandy Adams, and my bestie, Sabrina, from the owner of Bee's Crafty Corner. So I'm really excited about that. I pulled out, it is a landscape that I'm going to be doing. The one I chose, when I saw the artwork, it reminded me of a place back home in Maryland. There was the Union Mills homestead that I used to go visit as a child. I went on field trips for myself there when I was in school. I chaperoned field trips for Emily and William when they went there. And it's very nostalgic and really makes me feel like home. It looks very similar to that homestead back in Maryland. And that's where my heart is. I might live in Pennsylvania, but my heart is in Maryland. My heart is in Carroll County, where I lived the majority of my life, grew up there, and that's just where my heart is. So I will be doing that. So look for an unboxing and kit up of that between now and the end of the month, because that will be for October. I have the new mystery kit that I'm going to be starting. That'll be this month. And then I am also going to be participating in Hallow Thankmas, which is an event that Ever After is running. It does not have to be an Ever After kit, but it does need to be from a small shop. So Diamond Art Club and Dreamer are out, or Aloha is out. And it has to be a U.S. small shop. So no Diamond Art Studio UK, no the one with the diamond art, no Carrot Art, you know, any of those companies, no Craft Pack Canada, etc. It needs to be a U.S. small shop, and it needs to be either fall, winter, or a fall or winter, what's the word I'm looking for? Holiday. So Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, you know, any of those things is what we need for Hallow Thankmas. So I have not picked out a kit yet for that, mainly because I have not received I've ordered some Halloween kits from Ever After, but they have not come in yet. So I don't have a Halloween kit yet. I will be finishing Notre Dame, which is a, you know, gift for my son for Christmas. So that will be finished in September. Not this week, but next week that should be done. And I already have picked out my next landscape that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it the same way. I've decided to make that. I've gotten such positive feedback about the interaction of doing and having my subscribers pick the sections that I work on, to pick sections and choose those, and then those are the ones that I work on. I'm going to change it up a little bit the next time. It was like a learning curve, so I'm going to change how I did it. And but I'm going to continue to have that be a series on my channel. I've received a lot of questions about my J-wall. I have not abandoned it, guys. I just don't have the time right now to devote to it. So it will not be finished by December 1st. I haven't even finished the first quarter. I still have 4 more sections to do of that first quarter. It's a lot to pull it all out. And when I'm working on this many kits at the same time, it makes it really difficult. It's a lot of physical labor to pull out all those trays, to pull out the canvas, to manipulate and use it, and then to just pack it up and put it away. So that is a lot. It is a lot to do that. So because of that fact, that's one of the reasons why I have not been working on it. So I will be coming back to it in 2026. I do not think that I will be working on it at all this year for the rest of the year. That could change. I could get, you know, a wild hair and decide that, you know what? I want to work on that now and pull it out. It has nothing to do with the amount of confetti. Has nothing to do with the artwork, the quality of the kit. Nothing at all to do with any of that. It's literally, it's the physicality of working on it. And it's having the time and the space to do it. I think subconsciously I want to get a lot more of my whips done and trying to fit them in. And then I think once I get down to like that being kind of the only thing that's left, then it will take more of a precedence. I will feel better about getting it out and leaving it out to work on it. So that is the plan at the moment regarding the J-Wall. If nothing else, you will see it again in April for the J-Wall event. So one way or the other, you will get to see it again. It will come back out. But yeah, that's just been kind of the thing with that and why you haven't seen it. Sky Gleam. I really need to work on it. It's kind of the same thing, but a little different. Sky Gleam is very dark. I didn't expect it to be, for the actual kit to be that dark. And I've just been having, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it, I guess, is how I'm feeling about things right now. I have been itching to kit up another romance art kit, though, another part of the Winter King storybook. So you might see that coming up. I tend to, this time of year, though, really stick to doing holiday kits or seasonal kits. And there's very little room for anything else in my repertoire of what I'm doing. I think, too, that once I get some more of these smaller kits completed and done from my WIPs, that it'll change, because then it won't be so much switching out and it'll be a little easier for me to work on it. So it will come back around. I mean, look at how many kits this year I've completed that were WIPs from last year. I even completed WIPs from 2023, guys. So I do come back around to them. They are not gone forever. So they will pop back in. But, you know, I don't force myself to diamond paint on things that I don't want to diamond paint. I've done that before, and it sucks. And it makes me not want to diamond paint. I think that's a lot of why when people talk about burnout, it's because they lose interest in the kit they're working on. You know, maybe it's really, really big and you're just tired of working on the same kit all the time. That's one of the reasons why I have multiple WIPs going on at a time. It is to avoid just that, burnout. Guys, I get sick of working on the same kit over and over and over again. There are times that that's not the case because I so love the artwork. But a lot of the times, and it has nothing to do with me not liking the kit, it's just, I'm just tired of working on it. So switching it up makes me look forward and I get excited about the next kit I'm putting up. Like, I'm enjoying doing this kit. I love the colors. I'm so glad that I came back to it and I'm working on it. But I can't wait to finish this column so that I can put this one up and I can bring out my Ann Stokes. And then when I'm working on my Ann Stokes, I'm going to be like, oh, I can't wait to finish, you know, to get this next row done so that I can pull out Ghostly Goodnight, you know, or my Mummy. I have not started my Mummy yet. I will be starting. I don't know if I'm going to start it this week or next week. But if it's not this week, because I mean, I finished Wishes this week. So there's no like super rush. I have, you know, stuff that I did for this week for it. So, but we'll see. It depends on how quickly I get the other things that I need to get done. I need to finish this row. I need to get another row of Woodland Guardian done. I need to get my 7 sections of Notre Dame done. And I need to get my 3 sections of my mystery kit done. Those are things I have to get done. I need Notre Dame done by Thursday night so that I can hopefully film my short and have that go up on Friday, because I did get back on track with that. I'd like to stay on track with that. It might not happen. I might not get them done, and it might go up on Saturday or Sunday. But I would prefer that it didn't. So, we'll just have to wait and see how things go and stuff with it. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The mystery, I have to get that done by midnight on Friday because that's when those numbers become no longer available. So that I have to get done. So it's that kind of thing. If I get to work on Ghostly Goodnight or Jasmine this weekend or this week, that's an extra bonus. Those are, I'm ahead of the game. I can get this done. Or I want to work on this today. So I will. If I don't make my goals for the other things, then you know what? I don't make my goals. I want to be happy with what I'm doing. I want to be happy with what I'm working on. And, I want to kid and tease Jenna, Queen of Diamonds. She is a member of my Patreon, and we are very good friends. And I give her a hard time, and I tease the crap out of her about how many WIPs she has going. But you know what? She's happy. It makes her happy. It makes her happy. She doesn't stress about it, at least not much. Every now and then she starts to get a little stressed about it. But she's happy. She's a happy person. She's a happy person. She loves what she's working on. And how can I fault her for that? It's just teasing her. I've jokingly started to say when I want to kit up another one, it's like, well, why not? Jenna's got like 19. Why can't I? And it's purely in fun and jest. And she knows that. But do what makes you happy. For some people, having multiple WIPs stresses them out. I can totally relate. I shouldn't say that I totally relate. I can totally understand that. I can understand where it would really bother some people to have multiple kits going on at the same time. It can be confusing. You might not have the space for it. I totally get it. I totally understand. And if you don't like working more than one kit, then don't work more than one kit. Do what makes you happy. It doesn't bother me. This is how I don't get burnt out. I see some of these other creators and other people, and, it's taking them 3 months to finish a 30 by 30. That seems a little crazy to me. Because even if you could just get a section done, every like 2 or 3 days, it shouldn't take you that long. And I can't help but wonder, is it because you're really not enjoying what you're working on? That you don't have that desire to keep pushing forward? Are you forcing yourself to work on it? There have been a lot of times I have heard tribe members go, oh my God, I cannot wait to be finished this kit. If that's how you feel, put it aside. If you are not loving what you are doing, don't do it. Because it's not just going to make you not want to work on that kit. It's going to make you're going to get yourself to a point where you're not going to want to work on any kit. You're just going to be done. Oh my God, I'm sick of this. I don't want to do it anymore. Because you are disliking working on the kit you're working on. Put it aside. Pull out something else and do it. Even if it's pulling out a coaster set or a mini dazzle set or an off-canvas project. Just find something else and pull it out and do it for a little bit. It might make you, it might make you appreciate and want to come back to the kit that you were struggling on in the first place. Sometimes our brain also just needs a finish. When I'm working on really large kits, that's when I have the side project Sundays. I go and I pull out something small that I know I can complete in 1 to 2 days. I need that finish. I need that dopamine high of finishing a project. I need to ride the win. And I think a lot of people do. But then you're like, oh, well, what if I don't go back? Then don't go back to it for a while. You know, look at this kit. I literally have had this kit for a year now, sitting as a WIP. Sitting as a WIP. I had it in a box. Put it in a box. Put the Elizabeth Ward tray to the side. Had the sticker in there so I knew what it was, what these drills went to. And I put it aside. And you know what? I've been loving working on it this year. And I'm having a great time with it. I'm a little bummed right now because of the fact that I ran out of a color and I can't just automatically replace it. I can't even see, this is the thing. I can't even go on to diamondpaintingdrills.com and order replacements because I know they're not going to match. That's what's a really big bummer. That's what's really depressing me about it. I have to wait to receive drills from Bella so that it matches. And that is what is a really big bummer. And one of the things that I'm concerned about is I don't know whether or not the replacement drills are going to come from the old supplier or if they're going to come from the new supplier. Because if they come from the new supplier, they're not going to match. And so that's slightly concerning me. Now, I did have a tribe member suggest, and I think I might do that today, that I am going to go, I have a book with all the DMC colors in it. I do think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the drill off and I'm going to go down through the color thing and see if there's any other DMC number that actually matches that. And go from there and see if I can't find something close enough that it'll work. I mean, it's a color that's mixed into this fox's fur. It's not a huge, it's not like it's a color blocking section. It's some small line blocking that if I can get something really close, I'll put it in there. Unfortunately, the other DMCs of this are way different. Way, way, way different. But I might be able to find a DMC that is much closer, that it's not going to look weird, stand out, etc. And, you know, that would be fantastic. Let me grab a sip here real quick. Okay. So, what is coming up in the Diamond Tribe? So, we are in the midst of Wickedly Witchy, which runs until the end of October. Then we are having a November paint-along. There will be a completion, like an end of event award prize for that. 39 participants this year, which is huge. We've added a lot of new members to the tribe. November will be a fall/harvest Thanksgiving type paint along. And then in December, we are going to do a Christmas Advent. So you're going to pick a kit that you can divide into either 25 or 27 sections. Depends on whether or not you want to do it as a countdown to Christmas or if you want to do it as a countdown to the tribe Christmas party, which is being held on the 27th of December. You will do a section a day. Every day you will uncover a section. They will be random, scattered all over, or you can do them in a row, whatever floats your boat. And then you'll post your finish of each section each day. Some people can't do a section in a day because they can't diamond paint every day. So there is also going to be the option of doing 6 or 7 in a week. And then you post your 6 or 7. I'm saying 6 or 7 because the first week there's only going to be 6 days because December 1st is a Monday. So there'll only be 6 sections for the first week and then it'll be 7 for the remainder, except for the last week. The week of Christmas, because Christmas is on a Thursday if you do Christmas. If you do the 27th, then it'll be 7 for the fall, that last week. You earn points for turning in your stuff, and then you get that many entries into a prize drawing at the end. So we're really excited about doing that. We are starting a documentary club. Book club didn't go really well. Too many differences in people's reading genre. That just was kind of a bummer and didn't really pan out too well. Everyone is excited about the documentary club. We happen to be a lot of people that are into true crime or historical stuff. And so we are going to be starting in October a documentary club. We haven't worked out all the kinks. Tons of interest. And it'll just be where I'm thinking every week we will pick a documentary and the members have to watch that documentary sometime that week. And then we will have a specific Zoom set up where we will then talk about the documentary, what we thought about it, you know, what we got out of it, if anyone has any questions that maybe somebody else can answer and stuff, because, you know, different people absorb different amount of information, kind of thing. So everyone is really excited about doing that. So that's another perk of joining the Diamond Tribe. So if you are interested in participating in the documentary club, feel free to sign up. Any tier will have access to that. So 5 Blue Dragonfly, which is $5 a month, or the $10 a month purple. Now, if you are a Blue Dragonfly, you don't get Zoom access. So I have to figure out how I'm going to work that with the documentary club, since we'll be discussing everything on the Zoom, because it's not really... Yeah, I hadn't thought about that before I said something, because I wasn't thinking about that. You know, I'll just make it that you get access to that Zoom. So you will get access to the Zoom for the documentary club meeting. If you will only choose the Blue Dragonfly tier. There is a discount if you sign up for a year at one time. There's a discount off the total price, so you will save money on that. But that's really exciting. We are starting to make plans to have a Diamond Tribe retreat, hopefully in 2026. So that is something that we are looking into and working on. We haven't decided whether or not it'll only be open to purple or diamond tier to start with the first year. It depends on the location, because there are 68 members of the Diamond Tribe now. So we have grown. I would say that about 45 of us are super active. So there's a large, huge area of people that you could be making friends with. So that's what's been going on in the Diamond Tribe for now. We've got our Secret Santa coming up. So we'll be doing that. We'll be doing new signups for Birthday Club for next year. Lots of fun stuff. What have I been watching? Well, like I said, I've been watching the Terminal List shows with Kirk. We're also still watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds. We just finished Wednesday, season 2, which was amazing. So that was really good, and a lot. I liked it better than the first season, and I thought the first season was great. I've been watching some documentaries myself. I finished The Sopranos. I started rewatching ER. I think, though, that I'm going to stop, and I want to get caught up on my 911, because I saw that there is a new 911 Nashville coming out. So I'm kind of excited about that, but I need to finish watching. I haven't finished Lone Star or the original. I'm still behind by quite a few months. or quite a few seasons. So I need to get caught up on that. I'm not reading anything. I've been playing Farmville 3 and Dark War Survival on my iPad. So I've been playing some games there. Hubby and I are looking at getting back into playing DDO again, and making time in the week for that. Football, of course, has started. It was a very depressing week this week. The Hokies are now 0-3. They fired their head coach. And so it looks like another crap year for Virginia Tech. So I wasn't really happy about that. And then the Commanders lost on Thursday to the Packers. I don't know who was on the field, but it wasn't my team because they don't play like that. So that was kind of a bummer. So I'm hoping that this week will be better, and will yield better results. So football was kind of a no-go. Very disappointing this past week. Tulsa King is getting ready to come out with season 3, so I'm excited about that. Fire Country and Tracker will be starting beginning of October. So lots of my shows coming back around. Listening, I only listen to music when I'm in the car for the most part. It's very rare that I'll just put on some music and diamond paint anymore. I used to do that, but not so much anymore. But yeah, so I think that's about it for that. For the channel, there will be a Sunday side project this upcoming week. Haven't filmed it yet, but I'm planning on there being one. There will be a very special sneak peek / first look video going up on Saturday. So please make sure you check that out. It's very exciting. It's a brand new product from a diamond paint. It's from a diamond painting company, not a small shop. And I can't wait to share it. It's going to be really, really awesome. Sometime during the beginning of October will be an update on my temperature project. I've been just working on it in quarters, so I have to do July, August, and September. I don't know that I'm going to do a mid-month review because that should go up this week if I'm going to. And I don't know that I've got the time to do that. We'll have to see. It depends on if I get everything done that I want to get done this week, because I'd rather take the time to work on the projects than just show them. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I guess that's about it that's been going on. So thank you all for spending this time with me. I don't even know how long it is. I can't see the timer on the phone that I'm recording on. So I hope everyone enjoyed this WIP chat. I'm glad we got a chance to catch up. Lots of new things. I hit 2,200 subscribers this week, guys. That was very exciting. So 2,500 is just around the corner. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary. So that will be in a couple of weeks. It'll be 2 years since I've been on YouTube. So lots of playlists for you to go and check out. Lots of companies that I have playlists for. So I'm super excited about what the future is going to hold for Diamonds and Dragonflies. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have not subscribed to my channel, it is free. So please go and hit that subscribe button. You can then hit the bell to be notified for when I put up new videos. Don't forget to hit the like button. That really does help with the algorithm. If you are watching on a television, while the video is going, hit the up arrow and it will bring up like what you see when you pause a video. Then you can hit the up arrow and then hit the right arrow to go over to the thumbs up where you can hit a thumbs up. So you can like a video while watching it on TV on YouTube. You just can't leave a comment on the video from the TV. But you could then just pull it up on your phone and just go directly to the video, hit comments, and then leave a comment. So let me know about the post review stuff. Would you rather there be individual, or would you rather there just be one every now and then that has like all of my event, you know, post reviews, or to force me to do a month in review? I don't mean that seriously, not forcing me. And then let me know what you think about doing the world according to Woo. Until next time, guys, please remember that without the dark, we'd never get to see the stars. Kindness is free, and thank you for showing some kindness to me. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Love y'all. Bye.